Feminist millennials are now marrying themselves. Yes, sirree Bob, or Bobette. It's a new feminist trend in which lonely, bitter women who have wasted their lives on careers instead of relationships dress up in white and invite friends to a ceremony in which they commit themselves to live in holy matrimony with themselves. The process is called sologamy, from the Latin word meaning more pathetic than the human heart can bear, yet strangely comical in a cruel sort of way. A website dedicated to self-marriage is selling a kit for $230 that offers help planning your own self-wedding ceremony, as well as self-wedding rings, daily affirmation cards, and of course personalized engraved suicide notes. The website's founder, J.P. Smarmy, says, quote, "If I can make a few bucks off the wasted lives and misery of feminists who found out too late that everything they believe in is wrong, well, sign me up." At one recent sologamy ceremony, newly self-married feminist Susan Screamy offered a toast to the assembled guests, who included her broken alcoholic mother, several stuffed animals, and a book about Disney princesses she hides under her mattress and only takes out at night. Mrs. Screamy, formerly Miss Screamy, said in her toast, quote, "Thanks to feminism, I have never had a deeper or more important relationship than the one I have with myself. And I am so happy that myself and I finally overcame our fears and decided to get married. It's true that myself and I have occasionally had some troubles. Sometimes I find myself controlling and domineering, but then I tell myself that that's sort of a turn on for me, but then I accuse myself of just wanting to keep me pregnant and in the kitchen, and I shout back at myself, don't kid myself. I really love that, so stop complaining. Sure, once or twice things got out of hand and I had to call the police, but ultimately I decided to stand by myself and I told the cops that I got my black eye when I bumped into the door. Since then, myself and I have been in couples therapy and we're making great strides toward a fuller relationship." Mrs. Screamy ended her toast by raising her glass and giving a hearty cry of "Please kill me, I'm so lonely," after which she was carried from the hall in tears while the guests enjoyed champagne and vanilla cake, despite the fact that most of them were plush toys. Another feminist who has decided to practice sologamy told her psychiatrist and the other patients in her group, quote, "Feminism taught me that I would be oppressed if I ended up doing menial chores that expressed my love for a husband and children who cherish me. So instead I have a career doing menial chores for a corporation and boss who wouldn't notice I was gone if I was run over by a truck. So I'm marrying myself so I can finally devote myself to someone who cares enough about me to at least despise me." Unquote. That is cruel. Feminist journals celebrated the new trend of sologamy, saying it brings feminism to its natural conclusion, namely solitude, sterility, and despair. Trigger warning, I'm Andrew Klavan, and this may well be the Andrew Klavan Show.